learn more about yourself first, because it's usually the person that we get to know and how he created this. And like with the real estate, I mean, I got wiped out. I had a load of stuff going, and I was personally liable for 5 million. So I know what that's like. But you might kind of your upbringing, what you studied, and then how you kind of built these different things.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. And first, before I get started, I just want to thank you again for hosting this podcast. I listened to some of your episodes and I gave you a nice 5-star review. And I just want to encourage some of your listeners to do the same. We need people like you to interview people around the world, bring the knowledge and the education to the masses, because it is a subject matter that is confusing. Like crypto, a lot of people don't understand it. But I got my start in sales and marketing. I was one of my first jobs here in Florida was at a call center as a salesperson in a telemarketing office. And I immediately started to do well. And the managers were listening to me on the phone. They're like, hey, we notice your sales are above everyone else. We're listening to you and you're not reading the script. Well, yeah, because they give you a script to read, right? And I was like, well, your script is very salesy. Your script is very like, I don't know, it's kind of rude. I don't like that. I don't like to be talked to this way myself. So I'm talking to people the way I would like to be talked to. And I would get more sales. So they pulled me off the phones. They wanted me to rewrite the scripts and train other people. And so I went into the training and then started teaching people how to speak to people more effectively to get them to, buy the product. Because back then, this was 25 years ago, back then there was no internet, there was no social media. And if you want to sell something over the phone to somebody, you only have that one chance. You can't keep talking to them forever, and there's no follow-up calls. And so it's kind of like it was a one call close situation back then. And I didn't like that at all. I don't like high pressure sales. I don't like trying to convince people to do anything. And so in this day and age, we have attraction marketing where, your results speak for themselves. If people want to work with you, they can. If not, hey, no hard feelings. And so it's a little different now, but I ended up starting my own call center after working for that firm, after learning and understanding the business end of it, and had 150 employees at one point. We were doing about $12 million a year in gross revenue. This is back in the late 90s to 2010. And then I wrote a couple books on sales and marketing. I was getting hired to go around and speak at other companies to teach their salespeople. So I was in the marketing sales world for a while, but I did not really like sales. I was good at it, but I didn't really care for it. I wasn't excited or enthused about it. But while I was running my call center, I had everything. I had everybody working for me. I had managers and, assistant managers and directors of operations. And I was kind of just in my office twiddling my thumbs. We were making good money, but I wasn't really on the business anymore. I had other people doing all the work. And so I was looking for something else to do and another way to generate more money. And the only thing that really interested me was the stock market and trading. And I don't know why, I was just fascinated with the financial world. And so I started researching how to day trade. I was trying to find a coaching or mentoring or some type of academy. I didn't know where to go, so I Googled it. There was Google. I searched online. I looked for what was out there, and I found Online Trading Academy, which was OTA is what it's called. It's basically a world premiere academy where they teach people how to trade, but this is where hedge funds get their traders from. Now, I didn't want to go work for a hedge fund, but I wanted to learn how the hedge funds traders made their money. So I went. It was about a $30,000 education at the time, and that was a long time ago. And so learned how to day trade the stock market. And I was sitting in my office making money. My employees would come in and they see I had all these monitors up with all these charts. They didn't know what I was doing. And I hardly knew what I was doing, but it was fun and I liked it. I enjoyed the adrenaline of literally pulling money out of the internet. And without having any other employees or overhead to deal with, all I had to do was deposit a little money in my account and,